Hello and welcome to Lovely English Stories. Thank you for stopping by. This story is for intermediate English learners. However, it could also be good revision for advanced learners. This story is something a little different to what we normally do, but it has been requested by many people. So, this story is about British English slang, and we'll explain the slang phrases as we go along. So, are you ready? Well, let's get started. A right laugh, learning slang, B1, B2 English story. When Steph moved from Germany to Manchester for university, she knew her English was pretty good. She had studied for years, watched British films, and even followed English speaking YouTubers. But during her first week in the UK, she quickly realised that British slang was something different altogether. It started on her first day of lectures. She introduced herself to a group of students, and one of them, Tom, smiled and said, "You all right?" Steph hesitated. Was something wrong? Did she look upset? She nodded slowly and replied, "Yes, I'm fine. Why do you ask?" Tom laughed. "It's just how we say hello. You all right? Doesn't mean anything's wrong. It's just a greeting." Later, in the Students' Union, someone told her the party the night before had been mental. Steph frowned. Did they mean it was dangerous or crazy? But she quickly learnt that mental just meant wild and fun. Soon, she started keeping a small notebook of all the strange but funny new words she heard. Her flatmates often said things like, "I'm knackered" after a very long day, which means "I'm very tired." And that's dodgy, when something seems suspicious or not safe. And finally, "let's grab a cuppa," meaning let's sit down and have a cup of tea. One evening, her flatmate Jade was getting ready to go out and said, "I've got to look proper fit tonight." Steph paused. In Germany, fit meant healthy, but in the UK, it meant good looking. Although it was confusing at first, Steph found the language fun to learn. British people loved shortening words. A sandwich became a sarnie, and the local shop was often called the offie, meaning the off licence, somewhere you can buy alcohol, as well as sweets, newspapers, and food. People even said cheers instead of thank you. She noticed some slang was also different in other parts of the UK. In London, her friend called someone peng if they were attractive, but in Manchester, people said well fit. One weekend, Steph and her friends went to the seaside in Blackpool. They played games, ate fish and chips, and watched the sun go down. As they walked along the beach, Tom grinned and said, "That was a right laugh, wasn't it?" Steph smiled. She had learnt this one. Yeah, it was brilliant. By the end of the term, Steph felt more confident in her English. She even started using some slang herself. She knew how to say she was skint, which means she had little or no money. or that something was rubbish, meaning it's not good, or that she was having a lie-in, meaning she was going to sleep in until late. Sometimes she mixed things up and made her friends laugh. Once, she called a raincoat a jumper and they all burst out laughing, but they were kind and always explained. Steph also noticed how slang made her feel closer to people. At first, she felt like an outsider, but using casual expressions helped her sound more natural. It helped her make friends and join in conversations. She even joined a student drama group, where she picked up even more expressions like being chuffed when something good happened, or calling someone a legend if they did you a favour. Living in the UK had its challenges, but Steph discovered that learning a language also means learning the culture, humour, and rhythm of everyday life. And British slang? It had definitely been a right laugh and the key to feeling at home. We hope you enjoyed this British slang lovely English story. Thank you for stopping by. If you have enjoyed it and would like us to do something similar for idioms or other phrases, please let us know in the comments below and we'll see what we can do. Now, we haven't done the vocabulary explanations here because we've sort of explained the slang as we've gone along. But again, please comment any feedback below. And don't forget, if you're new here, to like, subscribe, and share. See you soon!